Hi everyone, and welcome back to another episode of Low Sodium Cooking with Gina. Tonight we're making lemon chicken. Tonight's dinner is it's under 250. It's about 230, 240 milligrams of sodium. So that's for the entire dinner. We are having Caesar salads with a little bit of Parmesan and my homemade Caesar dressing and my croutons. We're having green beans, and we are having broccoli that will be put into the dish along with our lemon chicken. So a couple things that I wanted to show you that I am using tonight is the Great Value. This is the Walmart brand of unsalted chicken broth. The thing about this brand in particular, it is lower sodium than say Swanson's or Collagen. This is 50 milligrams for 1 cup. Those are 60 or 75 milligrams. So I always buy the generic on that. Then another thing I'm using my homemade seasoned salt. So in here you have paprika, red pepper, black pepper, onion powder, and garlic powder. On a different episode, we'll go over making a couple different seasonings. This is great. This is a great all-purpose seasoning that I use on a lot of things. And then I have my one chicken breast cut up, so we each get half chicken breast. I have my chicken stock. I have 1 squeezed lemon, a fresh lemon, and it turned out to be about 1/4 cup. You can make yours lemonier, you can make it less lemony. This is about what we like, is 1 to 1.5 lemons. I have a plate with a little bit of flour and my seasoned salt in there, and I have some broccoli. So I'm going to start my pan up here. I'll have it on a medium setting, a 7. Again, I have electric, not my favorite thing, but gotta do what you gotta do. We can't have gas. So one last thing before we get cooking is I want to mention that February is American Heart Month. So watch what you're eating. Take those walks. Take care of that heart. You only have one heart. I am not a dietitian. I am not labeled to be able to give you more information than I know. However, what I do know is what we have been doing in the kitchen has helped tremendously with my husband staying on track, staying on his sodium levels. Between that, our daily exercise, we do walks. We walk about almost 5 miles a day, most days. It's Illinois, Chicago weather. Some days we're not getting in that 5 miles. Some days we're getting in 2 miles. Just depends on that weather. I know next week we're going to dip really cold, so we'll have to find an inside thing that we're going to actually try doing. We have a gym here, but it is 1 person per hour, and they fill up like that. So we are going to start walking the halls with weights, so give us a little weight training, and walk the stairs too. So something new, something different, something to get those muscles moving. So I have a little bit of EVO there. I'm going to dump my chicken into my flour mixture. With that said, like I said, we've managed between his medication, the exercise, and his diet that his doctors are extremely happy and are taking him off of medication. So, you know, I take that for what it's worth. Everybody can use a lower sodium diet because truly we eat too much sodium in our diets. So I have my heat. There we go. That's just perfect. And I'll bring the camera over in a minute to show you the sizzling up here. So if you remember last week, I think we made the breakfast burritos. Today was one of those breakfast burrito days. My husband had to be up at 4:15, so I got up with him, able to stick the oven on right away and put that in the oven to rewarm, and it was perfect. I didn't eat with him. When I got up, I was able to go ahead and put mine in. So I'm just going to take my dirty dishes. I will be right back. Wash up my hands. So one of the things that I try to do is do some prep so that when I am doing this video or when I am cooking in general, it makes things go a little quicker. I'm not in the middle trying to chop up vegetables and trying to get things in. So I also have my little tool caddies right there, right where I need it. So all you're doing is browning this. You don't need to cook it through because we're gonna add our lemon juice and our chicken stock, chicken broth, and that is going to cook it through. So we're just browning this up a little bit. Now tonight we are not serving this with noodles or rice, but you could definitely serve this over egg noodles we've done before. I think I've done rice before too. You know, carbs are back and forth. Sometimes we eat them, sometimes we don't. It really just depends. So after you saute this, I'm just going to make one more flip here on a couple of these that weren't ready before. All right. Let that side brown up. You're going to add your lemon juice and your chicken stock. And then I like, because it gives it a little more flavor, to add my broccoli. I'm going to cover that and I'm going to let that simmer about 15 minutes. And then at the very end, I have a little bit of water with a little bit of cornstarch. I'm just going to take, it'll be simmering and boiling. I'm just going to take that and drizzle that in. It'll give it a little bit thicker, gravy-like consistency. So watch out when you do add, I'm going to add my lemon juice. It's going to sizzle and get really loud in here a second. Oh, not too bad. And now my chicken broth. Put those to the side. And then, like I said, I'm just going to add my broccoli. And I'm going to cover this and let that sit and simmer. I'm going to turn down my temperature to about a 4. And I'm going to watch that. I might bump it down to a 3. So low medium heat. And that is it. I will be sharing. One other thing I wanted to mention. This weekend we had all that snow here in Chicago, and my husband and I did tons of cooking. Unfortunately, I'm not going to be sharing it with you. This is why I try things first before I share. None of this stuff this weekend turned out. We made homemade lumpia in the air fryer. We made homemade Italian sausage. We made homemade breakfast sausage. Nothing. We decided that there are times to splurge, and those times to splurge, we will splurge on those items. There are some items that translate really well and are just fine to do no or low sodium. Those items are not those. So that said, I will be sharing my meatloaf hopefully this week. I'm waiting on my nut crumb shipment still, and I need that for that. So hopefully you'll get a meatloaf recipe this week still, and I hope all is well. I hope that if you're out east, you're staying warm and staying out of the snow, and if you're in the Midwest here, keep warm because it's coming. We're gonna get a cold snap. Take care, everyone.